Can you recall a time when you were engaged in a conversation with someone and you just didn't trust what that person was saying to you? They were talking, the words they were saying made perfect sense, but for some reason you just didn't trust it. That's because the words they were using and their body language and their tonality weren't aligned. And your subconscious, unconscious brain picked up on that, and it was telling you not to trust the communication you were receiving. Hi, I'm Helen Luxford, and today we're going to talk about 3 core things to effective communication. Back in the late 1960s, Dr. Albert Mehrabian discovered that there were 3 elements to effective communication: body language, tonality, and words. And out of those 3 things, words only make up 7%. That's right, 7%. That's all our words are in effective communication, is 7%. That's quite surprising. 55% of our communication is body language. Which leaves 38%. And 38% of how we communicate is around mood and tonality. So when you're communicating with someone, all 3 need to be in alignment. We need to have the right words to say to convey our message, but we also need to convey it from ourselves, from how we're feeling it. What we're trying to say matches our body language. The words, the body language match. And then our tonality is really important. So depending on how you say a word will be how someone receives it. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can communicate more effectively, particularly now that we're moving into an online realm of communication. Going back to work face-to-face for a lot of people will not happen for a very long time, or it may be a hybrid environment. Whichever way, we're going to be able to communicate face-to-face sometimes, but more often than not, we're probably going to be communicating through some online portal, Zoom, Skype, Teams, whatever platform you're using. So here's 5 tips on how you can communicate more effectively in an online environment. So the first thing is maintain eye contact. So when you're talking to someone face to face, you maintain eye contact with them, and they know you're listening, they know that you're engaged. It's even more important when you're communicating online to maintain eye contact. And a way you can do that is to position your camera at eye level, and then test it before you go on to your Zoom meeting or your Teams meeting or your Skype. Test that when you look back at yourself and you see yourself on camera, that you're looking into the camera. If you need to look at documents and you need to be reading something while you're looking into the camera, position your document on the top half of your screen so that you're reading from the top, not reading from the bottom. That will help you maintain eye contact. The second thing that you can do is position yourself so that people can see you from the waist up. Most of our body language occurs through our hands, our shoulders, our body movement, our facial expressions. So it's important not just to have your face on the camera, but to have your upper half of your body showing. If necessary, push yourself back a little bit so that people can see more of your body. And if you are trying to use your hands to express something, make sure that they are actually in camera. Because if you're down here doing something with your hands, people are losing a lot of that 55% of the body language that is really important in effective communication. Another thing is engage with your audience. Stay present. Be in the moment. Don't be looking at your phone or out the window or being distracted by something else that's going on. Maintain engagement with the people that are on the other side of that screen. Another thing that we can do is sit up straight. Instead of slumping back in your chair, sitting up straight shows that you're interested, that you are listening. And that is really important. Nodding, maintaining eye contact, sitting up straight, showing that person that you are engaged, that you are listening to what they're saying. Another thing that we can do while we're on our Zoom meetings is to try and have a fairly clear background behind you, an uncluttered background. As humans, we are curious. And if you think about it, when you have someone pop up on your screen and they've got a lot going on behind them, are you looking to see what's in their background? You're probably not engaging with them as much as you could because you're distracted. So if you can have an uncluttered background, that's great. Try and position yourself somewhere in your home where it is less cluttered. If you can't, then you could use a virtual background, but if we can avoid using virtual backgrounds, it keeps that human-to-human communication more real because people know that you're in your own environment. So today we've covered the 5 elements of how you can engage better with online communication. And that is maintaining eye contact, positioning yourself so that people can see the upper half of your body, engaging with your audience, staying present in the moment, listening to what they're saying, nodding, acknowledging is very important. Sitting up straight so that you're not slumping. Again, that's showing that you're engaged and showing that you're listening to what they're saying. And then having an uncluttered background. So in closing, I just want to recap that 55% of our communication is body language. 38% is tonality, how we're saying things, and 7% are our words. So when you're communicating, think about all of these things and how you can encapsulate all of them more effectively in an online environment. I'm Helen Luxford. Thank you for taking the time to spend with me today. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment below. If not, pop across to the YouTube channel, Helen Luxford, and subscribe so that you don't miss any alerts of upcoming sessions. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.